All right, it's November 25th, day after Thanksgiving. I'm up in the Grand Hyatt having my coffee. There's the 101 building, and this is why I don't like. This is why I don't like Taipei. It's gray. It looks like it's going to snow, but it's actually what 23 degrees Celsius. So what is that? Low 70s, about 73 degrees Fahrenheit, something like that. And it's miserable, gray, rainy, and it's probably 60-70% of the time I'm in Taipei. It's gray and rainy. On the positive side, though, you can see where the clouds come over the mountains, very similar to what you'd see in San Francisco. And in the morning, when it's not quite as pronounced, you can actually see the cloud cover slooping over or draping over the top of the mountain / hill, and that's kind of cool. This is the 101 building, and as far as the eye can see, that thing goes sky high. I'm not going up it. My wife Michelle, she has no problem with heights. I can't do it. I get wobbly knees 5 floors up. I'm out. But so yeah, I'm enjoying my coffee. It's Friday, about 5 o'clock, and I'm done for the day, and I'm gonna just kind of hang out and chill out and not go outside. And probably I got to go back to Kaohsiung tomorrow, but I was up here most of the week for meetings. And you can see that I like Taipei as far as optionality. A lot more restaurants than Kaohsiung. If you're into the mall thing, there's a lot more shopping, a lot more cosmopolitan. If you're into the nightlife, there's a lot more going on here than in Kaohsiung. Everybody goes sleepy about 8 o'clock in Kaohsiung. So for us old guys, Kaohsiung's perfect. They do have really good hospitals here. The University Hospital in Taipei, which is where I go, is really good. So I would highly recommend that. And in fact, it's comical. What did it cost? An MRI, a X-ray, an ultrasound, boatload of blood work, some kind of a Voltaren knockoff gel for my trochanter area on my right side of my hip, consultants with doctors, and so forth. I went to a specialized department there that kind of bumps you up priority, so I paid a premium, and the whole thing, including the Voltaren knockoff gel, everything, MRI, ultrasound, what else? X-ray, blood work, you name it. I was out the door for $87 US. So juxtapose that to what you'd pay in the States. And oh, by the way, I made the appointments, I don't know, a week ago. I got it all done in one day, and I'll get the results in about a week. I think the first I need to come back and get the results. You get to see the head of the department and his assistant, and then you have a bunch of, it's a university hospital, so you have a bunch of graduate assistants that sit in there. So you're in this private room. It's like an executive room, and you got like 5 or 6 doctors all looking at your ailment, and then they obviously converse and come up with a game plan. Again, I have nothing but high regard for the Taiwan healthcare system. I mean, you go to the doctor and you go to your regular GP and it's $5. What is it? 150 NT, and then you go and get your prescriptions and they're free. So in my case, like Lipitor, because I got bad diet, cholesterol and whatnot. So that's free. And if you give them a airplane ticket or a reservation or whatever, you get 3 months worth versus 30 days. So again, juxtapose that. I'm nothing critical. I'm sure that there's advantages to certain procedures having it done in the friendly confines of the states. Um, I'm not sure that I'd have major cardiac work done here versus perhaps Mayo Clinic type environment or the Arizona Heart Institute, something like that. But for your 95% of the time that you need, your general stuff, I probably have it done here. Now there's certain probably specialized tests that they may or may not do, like MRI. I'm not sure that they have, a 3.0 Tesla. I think I was at 1.5 or 2 as far as the machine itself. But it did the trick. It got the information that they needed. And I had my physician in the States and the testing, you know, purported testing preferences directly to the hospital. And so they just followed what my doctor in the States had recommended for my hip, and I got it done, and it was lickety split. So I've had some interesting experiences. I've had work done in Bumrungrad in Bangkok, FV Hospital, French Vietnam Hospital in Vietnam, here at the University Hospital, Taipei University Hospital. Real elementary stuff, I go to Tatong, the old people's hospital for us old Lao Babas, down in Kaohsiung. And again, I don't think I've ever I had to wait more than 3 or 4 days. And I'm not talking for an appointment or a regular GP appointment. I'm talking for MRI, CT, X-ray, that kind of stuff, blood work. In fact, if I want blood work, I just go to my GP. He does it right there. I can walk in and see my GP, in the morning after, don't go 8 to 10 because that's when all the old people go because they need somebody to talk to. And so the standard line here is go after 10 o'clock in the morning and the old people are gone, and you can go in and get done what you need to have done without an appointment. Go next door, there's always a pharmacy right next to the doctor's offices. So you go there and get your meds, and you're out the door. So, like I say, I pay for it, and it's pretty inexpensive. Comes out of the percentage that I allocate to Taiwan. I have to allocate my salary over five different countries. As a GM and COO, I'm in charge of rep offices and our woofies because I set them up, and so I'm legally accountable. So I have to pay tax in these countries. But one side benefit is that you get the insurance. So that works out okay. And even if you had to pay out of pocket, it's really not that much. I think in Vietnam for an MRI, I think I paid like $250 at FV. Bumrungrad can be a little expensive, but they're probably maybe 60% of what it would cost, 50% of what it would cost in the States for general items. MRI or hospital stays are probably half, maybe 40% of what it would cost in the States. So I have nothing but high regards for medical, overall medical procedures. The doctors here are top of their class, but it is what it is. You go to the hospital. I mean, people in general, if they get a sniffle, they go to the hospital. It's kind of comical. Except the old folks, they go to the regular GP because they need somebody to talk to. But by and large, hospitals get overburdened, and one of the reasons is because the medical system here is so inexpensive. The second thing too is from a branding standpoint. If you need medicine, you get name brand. So it's Pfizer, AstraZeneca, Merck. You're not getting the generics, which, nothing against generics, but if you want the name brand stuff, sometimes it's difficult to get in the States. Here, it's difficult to get the generics. You get the name brand, which I suspect over a period of time that may change because I suspect that the medical system here over a period of time will probably, like anything else, the value of it will go down, and the cost will, because the cost will go up. So they'll find ways to cut corners, and probably the name brand medicine will probably be one of the first things to go, and they may increase the prerequisites that you need for certain tests, and of course it'll probably take longer. But you know what? As it stands right now, it's pretty darn good. So I'm having my coffee. I'm here at the Grand Hyatt in Taipei. It's the day after Thanksgiving, and it's late in the afternoon, and I'm having a cup of coffee, and I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do for dinner, or if I'm even going to do dinner. But I thought I'd show you the horizon here, and it's gray, it's rainy, it looks like it's going to snow, but it's about 23°C outside, so low 70s Fahrenheit, and it's a Friday, and it's toward the latter part of November, the day after Thanksgiving, and I'm sitting here staring at the 101, and that sucker goes up forever, and there's no way in this man's green earth that I'm going to. They have an observation deck, and it's quite popular. The locals go up it, but you know what? That's where I draw the line. It's just not going to happen for Stevie. Stevie doesn't do heights. I'll go underwater, but I'm not going up in the air, because I know one thing: I can swim, but I sure as hell can't. And I can hold my breath, but I can't fly. And they have a lot of earthquakes here, and I'm up. What am I up? 23 floors now, and I don't like looking out the window where I'm at right here. So I could not imagine going up this thing. I mean, I'm not even at the first. I mean, that area right there is higher than me, and or higher than where I'm at, and that's the base of this thing. So this thing goes up and up and up, and yeah, it's not going to happen. And my luck, I'd go up and they have earthquake, and I'd have heart attack. So I'd be at the hospital, and it would be what it would be. So anyway, so there you have it. There's the cloud cover. Looks like it's gonna rain all night, and I'm heading to Kaohsiung tomorrow, where it'll be warm, sunny, sleepy, and back to normal. Bye bye.